an angry black woman. Don't assume I'm angry because I'm a black woman. We're not angry, we're just misunderstood. Although we have reasons to be angry. Hello, have you seen this hair? Like, God, what is this? Wasn't slavery enough punishment? While white women get to all day long for free. And they think we don't know they're doing it out of spite. Oh, we know, but we know once you go black, you don't go back. The darker, the sweeter the juice. And of course, we got the natural tan. And black don't crack. But who wants to wait until they're 50? Don't you wish you was black now? It's just not fair. From now on, I'll be speaking in Caucasian tone. In my black voice, I'll say, Tyrone, you ain't nothing, and I can't stand you. But in my Caucasian tone, I'll say, Tyrone, you're not living up to your potential. And I really can't stand your attitude right now. I'm saying the same thing, right? It just don't make sense. We're not angry at all. We're simply misunderstood. We are 99% in a bad mood. Okay? Okay. 99.9% in a bad mood. But we're not angry. Oops. Let me change my tone. We're not angry at all. We're just in a bad mood. Now we get to hear all the negative stereotypes. I'm glad because I don't want this to interfere with our future marriage. But don't they say? And as we're speaking about stereotype, they say once you go white, your credit is right. Because I'm going to need you to take care of this bill. Thank you. Our next participant is Verna Langren.
Good evening. I'm going to be performing from a play called Goodbye Charles. It is a monologue that we call It's Terrible Being Nice, and I play Cynthia. I hope you enjoy. Oh, what? Don't do it. Don't you open that box one more crack. Don't you ask me to marry you. I mean, before I met you, I was such a bitch. Everyone at work thought I was a huge bitch. I mean, before I met you, I never even said please or thank you at restaurants. I never even smiled or laughed at anyone's jokes but mine. I never even tipped more than 10%. I always had a cruel word. I was quick with insults. I was cold, cross, crass, and falsely compassionate. But since being with you, I begin to feel all warm inside, fuzzy. I find myself having these urges, these thoughts to donate to charities and help out at soup kitchens and hug people. I mean, since being with you, I nearly gave $10 to 3 homeless men and helped old ladies walk across the street. I mean, jeez, don't you see? Don't you see? You've made me nice. And what scares me is that you're gonna open that little box and you're gonna ask me to marry you. And I'll just nicely say, yes. And I'll be nice for life. I'll be singing Kumbaya for the rest of my days. I'll give back to the community, to the Salvation Army, to the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and I'll do it anonymously. I mean, so please, for the love of God, put that box away. I mean, the world has millions of nice people in it already. It doesn't need me too. You know, years from now, I'm gonna wake up and have this horrible realization that I lived a good life, that I contributed. And I tell you, oh, wait, no, stop, please don't, no, don't, please stop, don't, no, I'm asking you, I'm begging you, please don't, please, will you not marry me? Thank you. And next up, we have my cousin, Chris Lewis.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Chris Lewis. I'm doing a monologue called Calm Down. Calm down. Calm down. Huh? What? Calm down? Calm down. Oh, you serious? You, a white man, trying to tell me to calm down. Why? It's because my face ain't shoved in the ground right now? Huh? Or maybe it's because the knee wasn't on my neck. Oh, so I'm doing you a favor. Or maybe, just maybe it's because I can actually breathe right now. Yeah, that's it. So how do I know if I decide to get in my car and drive off somewhere? How do I know that the next time won't be me? How do I know that tomorrow it won't be my dad, or next week it won't be my brothers, or next month it won't be my friends? Huh? I know damn sure it won't be you. How do I know that in the next 20 or 30 years, it won't be my son or my grandson? Because I decided to calm down. I don't. But what I will know is, everywhere I went in life, I had to question my safety. I had to question my value as a man compared to the white man. And let me tell you something, that ain't no good feeling. So when you see us niggas, or thugs, as your president said, just remember who started this war. When we end it and win it with the massacre this time. Because we tried that nice shit for years. So who are you to tell me to calm down? There is no calm. I'd like to welcome to the stage a lovely, amazing talent, Miss Carrie.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I will be doing the monologue Flirtatious Hat. So, I was in a department store the other day, and I'm just looking around, minding my own business. Now, I don't recall the dress that I had on that day, but I had on this black straw hat with this wide brim and this big white flower on the side. That hat has an air of, what do you say, mystery about it. Every time I wear that hat, I get so many compliments. So this other gentleman, he was in the shop. He was shopping too. He knew. He kept looking, looking. So finally he come over to me and he said, so what do you think about this tie? I knew he was just making conversation cause that hat caught his eye. And it catches a lot of men's eye, and I'm not out here looking for nothing. I'm just telling you like it is. A man will tell you a thing or two about a woman in a hat. Not say a hat is intriguing. It really brings out a woman's yes, flirtatious. You can flip with the hand this way and that way. You can flirt, hold it. Yes, prefer it. You can even glass of wine. Okay, I know it's Sunday, but you know what I'm talking about. Like a certain feel. The man said, baby, oh, you looking good to me. Let me get that for you, sister girl, sister girl. You won't believe how I got this hat. About 10 years ago, I was working in a department store. And this white girl, Pam was her name. Pam came to me and she said, I have an aunt and she has this hat and I don't really wear hats, but I think you might like it. So I'm thinking, a little white old lady from West Virginia is not going to have a hat that I'm going to wear. But I tell her, bring it anyway. So she brought me that hat in one of those old-fashioned hat boxes. Strawberry red and white stripes all over it. Little rope across the top. So I open that little hat box and I see tissue paper. Okay, let's see. All right, so I take that tissue paper out and I see flowers. Oh, so you know what? We're gonna work with this. We're gonna change this up a little bit. Yeah, let's throw that there, maybe there, maybe there. Hey, maybe that too. That too. Huh? Don't need that flower. Okay. Yeah, now I look better. Huh? And so a couple of ladies at church have even asked to wear my hat. But I will let my children before I will let my hats. My children, they know they were home. Trust me, I tried to lose them many times. But my hats, they may not. They we only lied. Okay. Next to the stage is the lovely Qualina Lewis.
Thank you, Terry. Hello, everyone. My name is Qualina Lewis. I'm doing a monologue from the classic film Eve's Bayou, played by Moselle. You're too young to understand. But when I was with Hosea, it was like my whole body was burning. I'd come home and have to rub ice on my face and my neck just to cool down. If Maynard knew, he never said a word. Then one night, Hosea showed up at the door. He said, pack your bags, woman. I'll come to take you with me. And God so help me, I pushed past my starter husband. I was going upstairs to pack my bags when I heard Maynard say, in a tone I never heard him say, "I don't know who you are, sir, but if you don't leave my house at once, I'll hurt you." I turned just in time to see Hosea pull out the gun and aim it at Maynard. "I'm in love with your wife, and if you try to stop us, I'll kill you." Maynard walked right up and pushed his chest in the barrel of that gun. "You gonna have to kill me then, 'cause my wife ain't going nowhere." Oh, E, in that moment, I knew I loved Maynard. I'm afraid it was so Maynard, Moselle, so he could get the hell out of my house. Mama was standing in the doorway of the kitchen.
Whoa, you're so fast. Oh, you better speak.
Next to my husband. I looked at my lover, man who had lit this great fire in me, and I said, "Please leave our home. I never want to see you again." Hosea.
Hi. Hi, Jafar.
Thank you. Now up next, we have the beautiful and talented Bonnie Weaver Cicero.
You turn off the camera, man. I'm like an old man.
Hey, Christopher.
Wait.
How you doing? You can't see me, can you? Can you see me? Oh man, it's crazy.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Bonnie Weaver Cicero, and I am going to perform for you The Heat of South Carolina. Enjoy. There's a fluidity to the heat in South Carolina. Watching certain objects, certain fields of cotton, corn, tobacco, there seemed to be some sort of rippling effect. My mother and a brother before her talked about the sun and how staying in it too long can create illusions. They, my mother, women like her, and more than likely her mother before her, talked in Gullah Geechee accents about how the sun can make you see things that ain't there, or the heat is something you have. Her efforts always seemed to end in questions. There was always question marks at the end of her observation, as if she wasn't entirely sure whether or not they were entitled to think, hear, or see, truly see. The question mark behind the statement were from women who knew their place. And the fact that they had an opinion about something as simple as sun rays pulled them from their place. The fact that they would question anything made them uppity in the eyes of their peers. My mother, women like my mother, continue. They toil and tug in the soil right beside the men. They were dark, therefore not considered pretty. They were dark and large,
therefore sexless. They were sometimes bigger than the men, their bodies filling spaces in their dresses as they toil in the heat. They look awkward. They crave softness in the heat and the toil. Pliability, thinking that somewhere that some man would love them. But they continue to tug and toil, plow in the soil right beside the men. They tug, pray, their ball and chain voices.
Oh my God, you're funny,
Ball
girl.
and chain voices. Oh, praise God. Lord, help me get through another day. Always, my mother and her mother before her. Praise God. Not for living, not for happiness. They did not live. They was not happy. They exist. And they praise him, not totally sure whether or not he exists, but they did so because they were taught to, had to, and that there had to be some love somewhere for them if they prayed long enough, hard enough. There was no love for them in this place, on this earthly plane. So they cried and they praised in their Gullah Geechee voice for a space in heaven. In heaven, no matter how meager, just a space in heaven. Because in heaven, they would be seen. They would be loved. Not ugly, not big, not black in heaven. In heaven, they would be thin, light, and beautiful. Thank you. Now, our cast members are coming out at this time.
I'm Verna Langford. I'm from Springfield, Massachusetts. Thank you.
Carrie Hernandez from Springfield, Massachusetts, originally from Brooklyn, New York.
Okay, my name is Chris Lewis. I'm from Springfield by way of Boston, Mass.
Kingston, Jamaica.
I am Bonnie Weaver, and I am originally from Florida, but been all my life here in Springfield. I'm a Springfieldian.
My name is Paulina Lewis, and I have lived here in Springfield all my life also. Thank you guys for coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, they are
Adults in Action.
We all live such elaborate lives, wild ambitions in our sights, unaffair of the heart survives days apart and hurried nights. Seems quite unbelievable to me. I don't want to live like that. Seems quite unbelievable to me. I don't want to love like that. I just want a time to be lower and gentler, wiser. We all live in extravagant times, playing games we can't all win. Unintended emotional crimes take some out, take others in. I'm so tired of overwhelming. I don't want to live like that. I'm so tired of all we're going through. I don't want to love like that. I just want to be with you now and forever. Peaceful, true. This may not be the moment to tell your face to face, but I could wait forever for the perfect time and place. We all live such elaborate lives. We don't know whose words are true. Strangers, lovers, husbands, wives. Hard to know who's loving who. Too many choices. Tearing apart, I don't want to live like that.
Too many choices. I don't wanna love like that.
I just want to touch your heart. May this confession be the start.
Give it up for the adults in action. Didn't they do an amazing job? Adults in action. Whew. Our monologue project is amazing. Each one of these actors are amazing. They work so hard. They have done such a great job. But also, let me introduce you to Chantrell. Amazing young up-and-coming actor, singer, dancer. Ladies and gentlemen, the journey of doing theater has just been so amazing. And now that you've seen them do their part, you can do your part. So this is a time that you can, sometimes as they say in church, you can give. You can't beat God given, no matter how hard you try. But didn't they deserve it? They worked so hard. So you can go to your Cash App. You can Cash App us at $DreamBuck. And you two people on the internet sitting in the car for free. Cash App, DreamBuck. or you can just make a donation and put it into the beautiful head right here, a donation. Nothing is too small, nothing is too big, nothing is too big, and nothing is too big. Just want to make sure, did I tell you that nothing was too big? Okay, I just want to make sure I say nothing was too big. But ladies and gentlemen, no, seriously, and nothing is too small. But I just want you to give them some appreciation. Give them a round of applause once again. Ladies and gentlemen, come on up. Verna.
Hey. Dude, I'm already married.
Carrie. Michelle. Bonnie. Paulina. Christopher.
Calm now. Calm now.
Chantrell. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you.
Well, we the adult actors, Mr. Ben, you took the time out. You did so much with us. You mold us, your wisdom, your knowledge, everything that you poured into us. We really appreciate it. And we want to just tell you thank you with this card and a token, and just let you know that your work wasn't in vain. Thank you, Mr. Ben.
We pop bottles. Thank you guys for the love. Oh my God, this is so amazing. It's been great. I've been hard on these guys. I've been hard, really hard. Because sometimes you gotta give them a spanking to get them thinking. Sometimes you gotta wake them up to get them standing up. Sometimes you gotta tell them what to do so their own selves can shine through. And did they shine through today? Give them another applause. They are the stars of the evening. They are the stars. They are the stars. So guys, so thank you for coming. We have a little taste of love from our chef, John Ho, in the back. John, give your way to us, John Ho. He does such an amazing job. And if you want to hire him, you come through me. I'm his agent, and I am booking him. But let me tell you something on a serious note, guys, also. This is a little tangent of all the projects I'm doing, but I want to share this with you and share with the world. But this is the 20th year of September 11th. And a lot of people don't remember that this is actually 20 years. And there's so much as time went through. In the beginning, we was paying homage. But as time went on, it was just the announcements. So we at Dream Studios, we are working on a project called Take Back the Day. And it's in New York City. What is Take Back the Day? It's taking the day of tragedy and turning it into triumphs through the performing and visual arts. Adding art therapy and just alerting the young people who were not born in 2001 about September 11th. It's real. It's realer than Santa Claus. It's real. But we want to take back the day. So won't you go to our website, takebacktheday.org, and see what you can do. And it's not about just going to New York. See, if you want to take back the day in your own community, you can do it with a tag sale using hashtag #TakeBackTheDay. Give the donations to a charitable foundation such as the firemen and the first responders. You can do a dinner party and just invite your besties and have some champagne and say, this is for taking back the day. You can do a random act of kindness. You know that lady in church who does not have as many hats as our sister girl up here, and she may need a hat and your hat is collecting dust. Give her the hat. We'll take back the day. Hashtag take back the day. A national movement, not just a minute, but a movement. You can be a part of Take Back the Day. Join our websites, look at what we're doing, and take back the day. Go to takebacktheday.org and share it. And there's also a GoFundMe as well. Take Back the Day. We're trying to raise $100,000, giving scholarships to artists and individuals and people who lost loved ones. We're taking back the day in a powerful way. Not just a mention, yes, but we're going to pay homage to the 2,977 soaring souls. That's what we call them, the ones who went beyond the wall on that day. We're going to pay homage to them, but we're also going to bring a light to the future, to the children, to take back the day, something positive, because the arts can change your life. Music can change your life. It's a therapy that can change your life, and it's just an awakening inside yourself. And you may just see some of these people standing behind me on stage in New York announcing the Take Back the Day, except Miss Paulina, who's going to Atlanta. And I'm going to miss her because me and Paulina worked together for a long time. But bless you on what you do. But we're going to take back the day. So guys, hashtag Take Back the Day. Go to takebacktheday.org and love on one another. Random acts of kindness. Call your girlfriend, the one who borrowed your shoes or your hat, and then return it. And you stop talking for no reason at all and take back the day. Go on and go to get your nails done. Get 4 friends and go get your nails done, your feet done together. Take back the day. Find a way to take back the day. Don't just sit at home and do absolutely nothing. Pay homage to the 2,977 soaring souls who departed this earth on that dreadful morning. Let's take back the day. But now I'm going to shine the light back on my artists. They did such a great job. Thank you, everybody, for coming and your support. Now, we got some great food in the back by our chef. So, network, meet, shake hands, take pictures with our artists because they're amazing. And you may not know, some of them might be on some Tyler Perry show or something big. You never know. You never know. So, let's just shine the light on them. Shine the light of love. So thank you, everybody, for coming. My name is Benjamin Smith. Thank you. I love you. I love you a lot. And I won't take that back. Thank you.
I know. I could have introduced you.
That's a little kid. That's so young.
I am a little kid. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, glad you guys came. Thank you.
Yeah, this was live. Oh, this was on my Facebook page, Benjamin Smith, but I'm going to resend it out again. Yep. Thank you guys for coming. I'm Benjamin Smith. We're going to take back the day. It's been such an amazing journey working with adults. You know, I don't normally work with adults, but I did this time and I enjoyed it so much. It's been great. Thank you guys so much. All of my friends, all my family, everybody who support us on what we do. This is just the beginning because we're going to do so much theater, so much performing, so much art, and we got so many things happening big. Oh, we got some things happening. My artist, my artistic director, Leona Michelle with Little Girl Blue, going to Connecticut, then going to New York, so much. Take Back the Day on stage in New York City, so much. We are talented beyond measure. We are talented, and we won't take that back because God gave us talent. God said, shine like a star bright as day. So we shine. Thank you. Slow.